To resolve Amplify CLI permission errors, start by understanding what the Amplify CLI is and how it works. The Amplify CLI is a command line tool used to create, manage, and deploy cloud-based applications. Permission errors occur when the CLI does not have the necessary access rights to perform a specific action. The first step in resolving permission errors is to check the error message. The error message will typically indicate what type of permission is required and what action is being blocked. For example, if you are trying to deploy an application and you receive a permission error, the error message may indicate that the CLI does not have the necessary permissions to access the authorized resources. The next step is to verify the AWS credentials. The Amplify CLI uses AWS credentials to authenticate and authorize access to AWS resources. Make sure that the AWS credentials are valid and have the necessary permissions to perform the desired action. You can verify the AWS credentials by checking the AWS CLI configuration files or by running the command auth get caller identity. If the AWS credentials are valid, the next step is to check the IAM policies. IAM policies define what actions can be performed by a specific user or role. Make sure that the IAM policies attached to the user or role have the necessary permissions to perform the desired action. You can check the IAM policies by logging in to the AWS Management Console and navigating to the IAM dashboard. Another common cause of permission errors is the lack of necessary dependencies. The Amplify CLI requires certain dependencies to be installed and configured properly. Make sure that all necessary dependencies are installed and up to date. You can check the dependencies by running the command npm install or yarn install. To prevent permission errors in the future, it is a good practice to use a consistent set of AWS credentials and to regularly review and update the IAM policies. Additionally, make sure to keep the Amplify CLI and all dependencies up to date. In summary, to resolve Amplify CLI permission errors, check the error message, verify the AWS credentials, check the IAM policies, and ensure that all necessary dependencies are installed and up to date. By following these steps and best practices, you can prevent and resolve permission errors and ensure that your Amplify CLI is working correctly.